Hey guys, hopefully you are doing well. Today's target is to solve question number 8.25, and the chapter which we are related with is economic order quantity with specific reference or special reference of material inventory system. Under this topic we have learned how to make our orders, how many number of units should be ordered. Economic order quantity is a concept with which you can get maximum economy. Most economical number of units to be ordered is considered as economic order quantity. Look, in manufacturing concern, it's a key point. How many number of units should be taken as to give the order. Sometimes some manufacturing concern thinks that if they will buy in bulk, if they will buy a large number of units, they will get lower price. In this way they will get financial benefit, and some manufacturing concerns buy lower number of units so that they can put less amount on storing or other expenses. So concept is complex, but economic order quantity will make it a lot of easier to make decision about number of unit. So with just a single formula, complication would be removed and you can decide that how many number of units should be ordered. For economic order quantity, we do have a formula and we will follow it. But right now, in previous questions, we were calculating economic order quantity and then we were proving it that number of units through economic order quantity are the most economical numbers. Right now in this question, we are having a new topic. First part is again economic order quantity, same as we were calculating, but second part is saving. How you will calculate the saving? Let's say there are two organization. One is following economic order quantity and second firm or second organization doesn't know how to give order according to economic order quantity. It means one firm is saying yes to EOQ, second firm is saying no to EOQ. In this way, we will prove that the organization which will follow economic order quantity will spend less, and second organization which is not following rules regarding economic order quantity would be spending more. In this way, the difference would be considered as saving. This is just the theoretical way to understand, but we will follow through formulas and presentations with which we will prove that organizations or manufacturing concerns who follow economic order quantity will be getting more financial benefit. For economic order quantity, there are few concepts which we are related with. The very first thing is we should know annual requirement, and it has been written for previous question. Let it be removed. We don't need these 20,000 units. Okay, annual requirement would be denoted by R and then is equal to remaining part is not needed. Okay, it is annual requirement. The next thing is we should have cost of place an order, cost of place an order, and it would be denoted by P, and we will see how much cost is for place one single order. And the next thing is we should have carrying cost, and as it was explained earlier, carrying cost has several factors. It would be denoted by C and we will see later on how much cost is. Again, Excel had taken. Okay, so carrying cost has three main factors. Kindly keep it in mind. It may be possible that carrying cost would be given in question as an amount. So simple, what you will do, you can take that amount as CC or carrying cost. Second, a percentage would be given. So what you will get, you will do unit cost you will take and will multiply with the percentage given in the question. And third is there are three factors which can be included in carrying cost. First is storage, and then interest and carrying. These are three things which can be included as a part of carrying cost. So please do understand carrying cost has these uh, elements which are closely associated with calculations. When you will use your formula of economic order quantity, you will be related with these three factors R, P and CC. We will write down the formula, but before that, try to understand these. Annual requirement, how many number of units you require in 1 year. That is annual requirement. Cost of place an order, that means it may be possible you have to create vouchers. It may be possible you have to uh, arrange your software or anything like that. So cost of place an order is P, and then carrying cost means how you will transport your units from buyer, the person from whom you have bought those commodities, from that place to your place, and then how you will store it. This is called carrying cost. So these three factors would be included in our formula. So finally, it's time to see how to calculate your economic order quantity. Look at here. The first requirement is economic order quantity. For that, we need to put a formula, and Excel will help us to put that formula. We will use an equation, and from this equation you will be choosing under root. First under root we are getting, and kindly note it down. This under root will be used to have the formula. So let's settle down it with better font size. I think 18 would be great, and we will make it. So formula is, you will write 2 and it would be multiplied with R, again multiplied with P. You will close your bracket and divide with CC. So this way you will complete your formula. Okay, we'll have to write it again because it was not taking under root. So again we will be taking same steps. First we need to have an under root, and this is first under root we have taken. Okay, so what we were writing 2, and it would be multiplied with R, again multiplied with P, bracket close, and actually size was little less, so visibility was the problem. Let's make the accurate size, and we are making it bold as well. So 2 formula multiply by R, annual requirement, and then you will be dividing it with CC, carrying cost. So this is total formula which you will be writing over here. So in this way you will complete it, and kindly note it down. This formula may look as a mathematical formula, but actually it's management accounting, and we have already calculated economic order quantity for several times. Right now we will be looking forward for the inputs, and then we will finally be putting these inputs in this formula. So first we will see annual requirement, economic order quantity. Let's go back to the question and see how many number of units are required in 1 year. So here you can see herbal products estimate its requirement of certain herb 57,600 grams. So first input we have found out 57,600 is your annual requirement. So you can put over here. Obviously these inputs would be used to carry on this formula. Now second is cost of place an order. Let's go back to the question and see how much would be the cost of placing one order. Over here, though we should have read whole question, but right now we are noting it down. Inputs of economic order quantity. Everything present in this question would be used. Don't worry about that. Ordering cost is estimated 300 per order. So cost of place an order we have found out 300 rupees per hour. So we will put over here 300. So second item is completed. Now we will see carrying cost. As I have told you, there are two options. It may be possible amount is given, it may be possible percentage is given, and third is the option when neither amount is given nor percentage is given. Rather, they have provided three different things. So let's get back to the question and see how carrying cost is given in our question. Over here, it has been mentioned that annual storage cost. This word is storage. So it means it has been confirmed that third option would be used. There are three different ways with which we will calculate carrying cost. So first is storage cost, and annual storage cost for each gram of herb is 2.25. So we will calculate carrying cost over here. Storage cost is given 2.25. Now let's see what next is given to us. For that we will seek if interest is given. It's the policy of the company to compute 7.5% interest on capital. So again, interest has been given, and to calculate interest we need unit cost, and you can see unit cost is also mentioned, but first we will write how to calculate that interest. You will take unit cost and will multiply it with interest rate. This way you can calculate your amount of interest. Let's take this formula further down. Okay, because we need little more space, so let's get it down. Next is we will seek unit cost 50 per gram. Average purchase price of the herb during the year is expected 50 per gram. So it is per unit price or unit cost, one of the same thing. So 2.25 as it is would come down, and then you will put sum, open your bracket, unit cost was 50 and interest rate was given in your question, that was 7.5%. So you will calculate 7.5 multiply by 7.5 and divided by 100. This is the way to calculate 7.5%. So please understand there were two factors associated with carrying cost, as I have earlier told that storage, interest and carrying cost. Right now instead of three there are two factors which would be included to calculate your carrying cost. Storage was given directly 2.25, but for interest a percentage was given or rate was given 7.5%. Unit cost was 50. In this way statement has been completed. Now we are open to calculate it. 2.25 was your storage cost and you need to add 50 multiply by 7.5 divided by 100. So this 7.5 was needed to write, comma has been written. So this is the way you will calculate your carrying cost, and that is 6. So kindly keep it in mind. 6 we have calculated is our carrying cost, and this is important. Let's mark it. So we have annual requirement 50,000, 57,600. This would be used in formula of economic order quantity. Then cost of place an order P, this would also be the input of formula, and third input is 6. This is our formula, and three inputs 2RP divided by CC. This CC was calculated as 6. You can put 6 over here and we can mark it as it was required. So under this way our inputs have been completed and we do not need this. Let's unmark it. Okay, finally we are here to put these factors in our formula. Again we will be putting an under root. Right now I can copy it, but still I'm not satisfied with the under root as it is not going to the CC as well. So it's total under root. So for the time being we are copying it and pasting again. Here we can put our amounts. 2 is in our formula, and in place of R we will put cost of place annual requirement, and annual requirement was mentioned over here 57,600. So you can put 57,600, and then you need to multiply with cost of place and order. P, cost of place and order was 300, so just put 300 over here and then close the bracket. You need to divide it with CC, and how much is your CC? For that, let's go back to the question, and here your CC was 6, so you can put over here 6. So in this way our calculation or input has been completed. For our formula this CC is not needed, so we can delete it, and secondly this factor was also unnecessary. Let's delete it. So please note it down. In this way our formula has been completed. If you will get your formula, it would be easier for you to get input 2RP. It was meant to be divided by C, carrying cost, 2 formula, 57,000 was annual requirement, 300 was cost of place and order, and CC we have calculated was 6. So we are open to calculate it. What you will do on your calculator, first you will multiply these three amounts and will divide it by 6, and finally you will get under root. But on Excel it is little easy for me, so what I will do, I will perform both functions at the same time. Under root and multiplication division, everything would be done at once. So SQRT means square root. For what I am taking square root is 2 multiplied by 57,600, and then again multiply it with 300, close your bracket and divide it with 6. So in this way you can calculate square root of all the amounts present over here. So our answer for economic order quantity is 2400. Let's compare it to the answer given in the question. First requirement was economic order quantity, and first answer over here is 2400, and our answer is also 2400. So it means first part we have calculated economic order quantity, and it is requested you to please repeat it, revise it, so that you can understand it deeply. This was our first requirement. Right here you can stop and you can revise it. How did we calculate economic order quantity? The important factor is just you should have in your mind the formula. If you will know the formula, you will easily be able to put the amounts or inputs in the formula, and then you can calculate. Second factor is very important. Second requirement is very important because this is the first time in this chapter we will learn how to calculate saving. The concept which was earlier discussed is there are two organizations. One organization is following a formula of economic order quantity to decide how many number of units should be ordered, and second organization has no idea about EOQ. In simple way they are doing it, and we will see if economic order quantity is followed, how much cost has been saved. This is the basic concept. And what we will do in this question, here we will see this organization, this manufacturing concern, if without using economic order quantity, we will calculate the cost. And with economic order quantity, we will calculate the cost and we'll make the comparison. And we will see if economic order quantity can save some sort of cost. Obviously, you understood the phenomena. And here we will be calculating two different things. We will calculate carrying cost or ordering cost. Again, ordering cost we wanted to calculate, and then you will calculate your carrying cost. So in this way, if you know your with economic order quantity, and secondly we will see without economic order quantity. So the difference would be our savings. Here ordering cost would be calculated in presence of economic order quantity and carrying cost, and then you will calculate your total cost. Upon here, please let it be understood that all these headings would be used for the calculations. So kindly keep it in mind, they have their formulas. At this stage, you will also calculate your number of orders as well, with which you will be able to calculate your ordering cost. And how you will calculate it, you need to have number of orders, and then you will multiply it with P, cost of place an order. In the similar way, carrying cost would be calculated with the help of, since it is total carrying cost, not single one. So what you will do, you will take your units and will multiply carrying cost per unit, and then you will put 1 by 2 as an average. It would be fixed, and finally you will calculate your total cost, which is actually the sum of carrying cost and ordering cost. So now theme is what? We will calculate ordering cost in case of economic order quantity. We will calculate carrying cost in case of economic order quantity. Then we will add. This cost, total cost would be mentioned over here. Then without economic order quantity, we will calculate the same total cost and we'll see the difference. Difference between these two amounts would be considered as your saving. So come out over here. First we will calculate with economic order quantity how many number of orders you will make. For that again we have a formula, annual requirement, and it would be divided by EOQ units, annual requirement. So let's calculate number of orders in case of economic order quantity. Our annual requirement, you look at here, small r was the annual requirement, and we are saving our time. Instead of going upstairs, 57 instead of going upside, 57,600 is your annual requirement. In this formula we need it, so 57,600 you will write, and then economic order quantity you have already calculated. This is formula for economic order quantity, that is 2400 So number of orders 24, and with this you can calculate your total cost as well. Total ordering cost has number of orders which we have just calculated 24, and you need to multiply it with cost of place an order, and this is 300. As you know that cost of place an order, let's go back to the question so that you must be satisfied that how we took it. Cost of place an order 300 rupees. So number of orders 24 calculated here, and cost of place an order 300. This way your ordering cost has been calculated. And now we will be calculating our carrying cost, for which we need number of units. Economic order quantity units, as you know, we have calculated 2400 with economic order quantity. So please focus, number of units 2400, and carrying cost which you have calculated is 6, and then you need to multiply it with 1 over 2, which is fixed. 1 divided by 2 means 0.5. Alright guys, so our carrying cost is also ready. So here you can calculate your total cost. How? You will add your ordering cost and carrying cost, with which you will be able to calculate. So carrying cost was 7200, and then you will add your ordering cost which was also 7200. So in this way total cost has been calculated. Now make your mind, what is our target? When you will follow economic order quantity, you will give 24 orders, and total cost which is calculated is 14400. Next step is to see if without economic order quantity what you will do. Again we will calculate ordering and carrying cost in absence of economic order quantity. So here you will see without economic order quantity how you will proceed. Now our plan is to prove it that in this way we can get maximum saving. So what will happen? Cost without economic order quantity should be more than that of cost we have just calculated with economic order quantity. So here we will go back to the question and we'll see if economic order quantity is not followed, how many number of orders was supposed to be given. For this, come over here. This last line is very important. Presently means without economic order quantity, the company buys. This is their routine. 4 quarterly orders. So it means it has already been mentioned that number of orders would be 4. So let's get back to our statement. Here number of orders are 4, which is mentioned in the question, and we do not need to calculate it. Please note it down. In presence of economic order quantity, we have calculated number of orders. How? By dividing annual requirement over economic order quantity. But in case of without economic order quantity, it was mentioned that number of orders were 4. So ordering cost would be calculated how? Number of orders 4, and you need to multiply it with cost of place an order. Cost of place an order was 300, as you know it. So same you have used over here as well. 300 was cost of place an order, and 300 cost of place an order, same, but with economic order quantity number of orders were 24. Without economic order quantity, it was mentioned in the book they were giving 4 orders in 1 year. So our ordering cost has been completed. Now matter is we have challenged it that with economic order quantity your total cost would be less than that of without economic order quantity. But here we are losing this game right now by is temporary. But please understand, with economic order quantity your ordering cost is more than the ordering cost without economic order quantity. Second step is to see carrying cost. Our final decision would be made after calculation of total cost. So here we will see carrying cost. Let's get back to the question. And here it has been mentioned that company buys in 4 quarterly order. That means 4 orders, and each order contains 14,400 units. So what does that mean? That number of units are carried 14,400. It is given in the question, and then you will multiply it with CC. Carrying cost was calculated 6, and we will multiply it with 1 by 2 to calculate average. 1 by 2 means 0.5. So this way your carrying cost has been calculated, and I will let you know little more about that. 14,400, and you will give 4 orders in a year, and our annual requirement was, look over here, annual requirement 57,600. So please make your mind what I am trying to say. 14,400 would be carried for one order, okay, and you are giving 4 orders in absence of economic order quantity. So it should be equal to our annual requirement. Please repeat my sentence. It should be equal to annual requirement. And you can see 57,600, and our annual requirement is also 57,600. So it's just the side thing to make you more understandable to this question. Just to make you as little more comfortable of understanding the figures. Now our final stage has been over here, where we will calculate the total cost. Total cost would be calculated by adding carrying and ordering cost. Ordering cost is 1200, and you will add your carrying cost 43,200. So in this way you have calculated your total cost without economic order quantity. So let me know how you would calculate your saving. In case of economic order quantity, your total cost was 14,400, and in case without economic order quantity, your total cost is 44,400. So here you can calculate your saving. How? 44400, and you will subtract 14,400, and here is your total saving which you have just calculated. What it is showing, if you will follow economic order quantity, total cost you will be bearing would be 14400, 14,000, and without economic order quantity you will have to follow, or you will have to bear 44,000. Here just 14,000, and as compare, when we are making comparison with without economic order quantity, you will be paying 44. It means 30,000 amount would be paid more than that of economic order quantity. So here is our proof as well, and we have calculated total saving. Answer might be present in our question, but this is your total saving. Let's go back to the question and see the answer. And we have total saving present in our question. Look over here. Second requirement was to calculate total saving. This is your second requirement, and your answer is 30,000, and thankfully we have also calculated 30,000 as our total saving. Let's mark it as it has been completed. So it's a humble request, please repeat these things for 3 to 4 times. This way you will be able to make comparison. Now our claim was, with economic order quantity we will be paying least cost and getting financial benefit. If you will not follow, or if any organization will not be following economic order quantity, they will have to pay more. And under this question, under this umbrella, we have already proved it that 30,000 would be an extra amount if economic order quantity process would not be followed. Under this method, we have paid only 14,400, or if we will not follow economic order quantity, we will have to pay 44,400. So in this way, we have proved that economic order quantity is the best way, most economical number of units are calculated through economic order quantity, with which we will get maximum financial satisfaction, least cost, or collectively or technically it is called optimization. So we have optimized our organization as paying least and getting most financial benefit. So there were two parts in this question. First part was to calculate economic order quantity. Answer was here. Just reviewing it. First part was economic order quantity. For that we have placed a formula, and this was the key point. This is your key point. You should have complete knowledge about this formula, how to calculate under root, how to put the amounts. First requirement, economic order quantity 2400 was the answer, and here you can see 2400. Then we have calculated the saving 30,000. This is your second answer, and we have made comparison of two different statements when you will follow economic order quantity and when you are not following economic order quantity. If you will follow EOQ, you will get a cost 14,000. If you will not follow economic order quantity, you will have to bear 44,400. In this way we have saved 30,000 rupees, which is quite a big amount as we are making the comparison. So our question is reviewed, answers are seen, and we have seen our calculations as well. In this way 8.25 has been completed, though we have taken a time. Solution is in front of you. All answers are matched. Question is reviewed, but even then I'm offering you, if you are having any trouble, if you do not understand any step of this question, you are very open to ask your queries through messages, text, or you can directly meet and contact for your queries. I will surely be available instantly to answer your questions, inshallah. 8.25 is completed. Hopefully we will be meeting again for solution of any other question in future. Up till then, please take care of yourself, and I am requesting you to please pray for me as well. Thank you very much for your time. It's time to say goodbye. Allah Hafiz.